Welcome back, everybody, to Hearing Things with Julie and Brad. I'm going to keep going because if I stop, she's going to start laughing. So we wanted to talk about some of our favorite sounds as hearing loss people with hearing loss. Oh my gosh, she's losing it. Should we just keep going? Yeah, let's power through. No script, one take. That's what we do. Anyway, as people living with hearing loss, it's been well established that we can't hear a lot of things. But we can hear some things, obviously, and some sounds we actually love. And so... Keep going. All right. So it's not gonna be any better when I talk about my first favorite sound. And so I was watching a documentary on the Transformers, the TV show. And so we can't do this.
No, you can't. Keep going.
All right.
So you're watching the Transformers, the TV show or the movie?
Yeah, the TV shows. And so one of the sounds I love is I love the sound of the transforming sound. And
what does that sound like?
I'll have to play it for you because they said that sound was made by running a synthesizer backwards through a tape deck.
Oh, that's cool.
I love finding out that kind of stuff, and I know that like the blaster bolts on Star Wars are made by touching two wires together, and the sound like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. And I think like Chewbacca's growl is like 3 different kinds of bears and an elephant or something like that. There's a lot of different sounds that I love that they don't really occur in real life, and so I like having, because it's manufactured, right? Because you wouldn't play a synthesizer backwards through a tape deck.
That's interesting that they're not real life sounds.
Well, they're not solely real life.
Like you're not going to be stumbling down the road and Chewbacca's going to hi Brad and from across the street. So I wonder if there's something to that it's like the pressure's off. Because it's not a sound you're going to miss in your day-to-day.
The real world.
So it feels like a comfort sound because it's like, oh, I know how I can go and hear this. I know I can control the volume of this. I'm going into something I enjoy that's make-believe, that's an escape sound.
That's a really good point. Well, I
don't know.
I think not everything. So I think I do have some like natural sounds. I also love the wind through the trees, right? When I'm in the woods, when it's quiet and my tinnitus isn't that loud,
right.
I can hear the wind, and it's very relaxing to be in the woods and hearing that kind of stuff, and the crunching of leaves in the fall. I like hearing that because I'm usually in the woods when it happens. So for that, it's real life sounds, but it's associated with something that I do to relax. So what about you? Do you have any sounds that you love? I can
naturally
whatever
sounds?
Whatever you want.
Ice. When you put ice in a glass or use the ice machine at like a fast food restaurant. Something about that clinking and it doesn't bother me. I don't know. I find it comforting even though it's kind of a higher pitch. I can still hear it. I think it has enough low tones.
Yeah.
The ocean.
Yeah, I was going to say the ocean's got to be one of
always,
right?
Always. And when we were at Cape Elizabeth last summer,
probably.
Maybe, and I took my hearing aids out just to see what I could hear.
Not the walk.
Not the walk in the rain. When we were sitting at Cape Elizabeth, and I took my hearing aids out just to see if I could still hear any part of the ocean without my hearing aids in, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
That was like devastating. So that's really my favorite sound.
It's the ocean.
But like incidental sounds are like ice. Mm-hmm. I can't hear the leaves crunching under my feet, but some goofy thing I do in the leaves still as an adult.
Yeah.
I like to shuffle through the leaves really fast, and I laugh, and I like kick them around. Like I like that little wrestling sound. I think it's loud enough that I can hear.
Right.
But walking on leaves, I can't hear anymore. What other sounds? I'm trying to think of manufactured. So I mean, Frank Sinatra's voice, obviously.
Oh, good.
Like that's
interesting.
Subtle. Yeah. I don't know what else. Those are my big ones. What about you?
What about the Bruins goaltender?
Except for last night when they lost it in overtime with 22 seconds.
Well, there wasn't a goal
one,
and they were in Montreal. So.
Oh my God. Oh, I know. Hockey sticks.
Oh yeah, I do. I love that too.
When it smashes, yeah.
Puck
no,
on
I
the
like
stick.
that sound.
Yeah,
I like that sound a lot. And then obviously, it's not really a sound. I guess I can't say I love this. No, it is. I love the sound of Boston College.
Oh, interesting.
There are sounds I associate with BC, and I think the first one that comes to mind are the bells at Gaston Hall.
Okay.
Every hour on the hour.
Oh, interesting.
Because there's just something really special about walking to class and you hit it just right.
Yep.
And you hear the bell cycle go through from the tower. Like, there's just very heavy,
Yeah.
in a good way, emotional response to that. Actually, I was at BC with my parents for a hockey game a couple of weeks ago, and we had some extra time, so we drove around up by Gaston, and the clock was going to strike 7. So we pulled over. I pulled the car over. I'm like, we get to hear the bells. And the two of them are like, oh, okay. Like, roll the windows down. We're going to hear the bells. So I'd say the sounds of BC, like the roar of the crowd, the bells at Gaston, the tailgate, hum of the tailgate, and the band coming by. Like, I think that's probably the ocean and then Boston College.
Interesting. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Because I got thinking about that when I was watching that episode. Like, yeah, I do have favorite sounds.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would be something people would think about. I mean, we do. We struggle to hear even those sounds, right, that we love. We're still actively listening to it.
Right.
And so it's still exhausting. But it's not as exhausting because we have that positive association with it.
I don't go in the woods. I reluctantly go into the woods because I'm never convinced I'm going to come back out the same as when I went in. What about the ocean for you? So you haven't dragged me in the woods yet. But the ocean for you doesn't do anything for you? But I thought it calmed your tinnitus down last summer we were there, though.
Yeah, so it depends. It depends on how turbulent the waves are. So if the waves are kind of are rough, they will kind of like mask the tinnitus because it's like a drone, right? But there's a break to it. As the wave comes in and the next one comes in, there's a pace before it. There's a there's a break in it, and so I think that it's the sound of ocean waves breaking on the shore is very close to one of my tinnitus sounds.
No way.
Yeah, and so like that's where like the stop, the pause between the waves.
Kidding.
I think is a little bit. It's kind of like it kind of gives me hope that the tinnitus would stop. And so I think for that it would hurt, but it would help. But for most of it, it's like I'm never drawn to the ocean. And the fact that it is close to one of my tinnitus tones, one of them, it's problematic. But it's like I like being out there, and like when we were there, there's woods behind us, right? It's just kind of like a scrub. There wasn't too much there, but I like being out in nature,
right? And
so like there's always that, and it's very peaceful out there, and I think that more than the sound.
That's
of the
probably our compromise spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Mount Agabus. Yeah,
there's no
but you
sand.
Can't hear it. Yeah.
We're sitting on rocks.
Yeah,
the woods are behind us. There's a little bit of a hiking trail, chilly hiking trail.
Yeah,
and the ocean's in front of us. So
yeah.
That's the best of both worlds in terms of getting us out into nature.
I can see that.
Right.
I can see that.
All right, we like that. We'll go with that.
Okay.
I'm not going in the woods.
No. You know what? I found another sound. I just thought of it. Is when Happy.
My voice.
Of course. Well, that goes without saying, right?
There you go.
So when Happy's curled up in my lap
at
night,
yes.
and she goes the
last
sighing
night,
of contentment. I love that sound.
Yep.
She's comfortable. She's happy. She's always happy, right? But having her there is like the sound of a dog sighing is very comforting.
Yeah, Rocky's little grumbly sounds that he makes, those little snorts and snores. Yeah, that feels like home.
Yeah,
you know,
because they're our dogs,
right?
But I think we've said it before, right? The best dog for two hard of hearing people is like Boston Terrier. They are not quiet dogs.
Loud. They grunt and bark and snore and every scream and every other thing. We can hear them. No problem. We're sleeping right through their snores with their hearing aids out. Yep. Yeah, they're loud little doggies. So yeah, that's it for me for sounds. I'm sure there's more, but those are the kind of pivotal ones that hit me in the moment once I pulled myself together.
It was touch and go there.
Laughing fit. This was the second or third record.
This is the second try. Yeah, we tried. We did have to stop.
Second one, we almost had to go for 3, but I'm fine now.
So thank you.
Got the giggles for good reason.
Thank you for pulling it together.
Always.
Anybody out there, if you have favorite sounds, whether you have hearing loss or not, please let us know. So do you have a book?
I do, and it kind of goes with the theme from the previous episode. I'm reading the book Hamnet.
Oh, interesting.
It's a movie out right now.
Mm-hmm. And
Hamnet is not the capicola you buy at the Italian grocery store, the giant ham that comes in like the fishnet thing. That's not what I'm talking about. If you were a kid in the 80s in the North End, you know what I'm talking about, the big ham in the sack. No, this is Hamnet.
But everybody knows, if you know, you know, right? I mean, the ham...
Hamnet is by Maggie O'Farrell, and I'm about halfway through it. I'm absolutely riveted by this book. Without giving too much away, it's basically based on the story of Shakespeare's family and a tragedy that happens that then inspires him to write Hamlet. It's remarkable. Top to bottom. When I first started, the first 10 pages, I was like, oh, what is this? You had to get into it. You had to give it a chance, and I'm really glad I did. So I don't want to say too much. It's kind of a hot pop culture thing right now with the movie being out, but I really wanted to read the book first. That was important to me before I see the movie. So this goes with my previous book recommendation of Shakespeare's play, Much Ado About Nothing.
Is it fiction?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far into my investigation. I don't think it's a biographical account. I'll look right now. Hold on.
Because I know the story. So I was an English major, so I know the story behind what the fiction is probably being about. But I wasn't sure if it's...
I think it's inspired by...
probably historical fiction.
Historical fiction. I don't think it's not reading as a... what do you call it?
Like a textbook or something.
Oh, the real history behind. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, she's going down a rabbit hole.
I am.
Yeah. Anyway, you don't have to. They can search it out their own.
Sit here and watch me research this right now.
So my book. Can I go with my book now? Do you mind? No. She's checked out.
Yeah.
completely.
No. Keep going.
She's checked out completely. So my book is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes, and I read this book years ago. It's a scary book.
Is it a scary book? I have never read that book because I hate the title. The title annoys me to no end for some reason.
The guy's name's Algernon, right? And so he's a person with a low IQ. That's a medical experiment gives him a high IQ.
Oh my god!
And he starts to lose the high IQ, so it's not a permanent change. And so you see the curve in his intelligence, and as someone who's a deep thinker, it was horrifying to think about what it would be like to lose my intelligence.
Would you rather lose your intelligence or your hearing?
Hearing. Yeah, hearing, because it's obviously.
Especially now. I only interrupt like I do, parachute into the conversation, because we are losing something that we have no control over. So that just struck me. But go ahead, keep telling me.
Yeah,
I've never picked that book up. The title just.
I was put off by the title as well, actually, now that you mention it. But I didn't read it in school. I read it afterwards. And so I was really surprised. Very well written. And the Algernon is a fantastic character, and it's a great thought experiment. It really does. It got me thinking. And it's like I said, it's a scary proposition to think about. It's what if you stopped being able to think clearly and knew that you could? You know what it is? It's the
knowing what you had and losing it.
Right, so at the certain point, right, it's very similar to dementia, right? And so that's one of the things I fear growing up. Is that's just scary. But you do get to that point where you have the ignorance, and so this book kind of charts both the being able to do more things and then losing it. So I recommend it. Obviously, it's a great book. It's kind of tough read, but so I loved it. So yeah, there you go.
We can always count on Brad.
Yeah.
To lighten things up.
That's me. Lighten things up. Buy some swag.
That's actually true, by the way. We have a merch store now. Go to our website, dttproductions.com. We'll link it down wherever this thing goes.
Yeah. And
the top of the navigation bar, you see merch on the right. Click it. It'll take you to our storefront. We have stuff with our Down the Tubes Productions logo on it. And we have stuff with our absolutely fantastic Boston Terrier logo. Yeah. Brad's going to grab the bag. Yeah. And our designs were done by Kevin Smith, who goes by the other Kevin Smith, TOKS.com. He is amazing. Look at his artwork.
Fantastic.
It's our doggos merged into our now iconic logo. And you heard it here first, folks. It's iconic. I've decided that.
Iconic.
Go and buy some swag from us. We get a little bit of the profit that's made, and all of our funds go back into the company. We don't take a salary from this. This isn't for personal gain. It goes right back into materials for clients, travel costs, upgrading tech, research, anything you can think of, a cost that comes with the work that we're doing goes right back in. And eventually we would like to consider making some charitable donation at the end of the year with some of the money that comes in. We're working out the details on that, so we'll let you know as soon as we know where we land. But it's a mission-based business, and that's what we're doing this for, and we'd love your support. So, yeah.
Okay. I like that. Bye.